dokie woo. All my heart's for you, my wonderful fiance, Seamus. Hello, friends! Happy Saturday. Welcome in for the pop-up stream because I need to know what happens in this fucking game. I hope that everybody's having a fantastic start to the weekend. Nikki, congrats on being the official first. Crazy Guy is the official second, and Seamus, you're not first, you are the official third. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Batwoman. How is everybody doing today? I hope fantastic. I hope fantastic. It is Saturday. We have had a cool down outside around here, so it's not like blisteringly hot. Unfortunately, it was kind of shit weather for us today, so Seamus and I got no chores done. You're not first today, Seamus. Nikki beat you here. You're gonna have to take that up with Nikki. You're doing amazing, fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. So I told you guys last night when we were at the 7-hour mark and deeply entrenched in the trenches of warfare that I had to go because I had a client this morning. Guess who slept through their appointment? Spoiler alert, it wasn't me. I got up on like 5 hours of sleep because by the time I wound down and was able to go to sleep, that's all I got. I got up, I got dressed, I went to work. No client. It is what it is. I got to come home and take a nap, which was fine by me because halfway to work, I got a headache. And I think the headache is from just like lack of sleep, end of period, and weather shift. It just, you know, culminated into one big ball of bullshit. First on these nuts. You got a new tattoo and there aren't pictures in my Snapchat or in Discord or like somewhere that I can see this new tattoo. I call bullshit until I see pictures. Until I see pictures, I call bullshit. That's exciting though. That is really exciting. So yeah, I didn't have a client this morning. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. I got a nap. The headache went away. And I bought, like, we didn't go grocery shopping, but we did hit a convenience store. So I've got this emotional support chocolate and this emotional support chocolate and this emotional support chocolate because this game requires emotional support chocolate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Last night was rough. Somehow I did not have nightmares. Like, I don't know how I managed to not have nightmares, but I didn't. When you had 3 minutes left of work and told me to meet her and her bestie at the shop she paid. What a nice gift from your mama. That's amazing, Nikki. To recap, for those who maybe were not with us last night, we are an asshole. Our father is an asshole. And our grandfather was a giant bag of dicks level asshole. So, our grandfather was apparently this great general back before World War I, when Germany, like many countries in the European continent, were kind of colonizing other areas, and they had worked on colonizing an area in Africa, and his grandfather, our grandfather in this game, was very proud of his colonization and suppression tactics in the West African region, which is just like, wow. Wow. Our father in this game aspired to be like his father, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, came down with polio, was crippled, and could not do any of that, to which his father basically shit on him for his entire life because he was a useless invalid. You can see how toxic this family is. So then all hopes and dreams were put on the two boys that our father's French wife bore for him. She, being a much tender-hearted woman who got trampled over by the grandfather and father in this house. Our older brother, Johannes, was basically kicked out because he was soft and a painter and very much gay. Did go to war. Did get fucked up under our command, it turns out, because we turned into the good little German soldier boy who went to Cadet Academy and was very much brainwashed. The things we read last night of the experiments of doctors trying to play God, making Frankenstein's monster, and the decisions we made in command were terrifying, to say the least. Almost as terrifying as the latest monster we're facing down, called the Mayhem, that acts like a weeping angel for flashlights. But our flashlight has like 3 seconds of life before we have to pull the cord again. I was not okay. I'm still not okay. And that's why we're going back into the game, because I am obsessed. It is gritty. It is dark. And I put it right now, I was telling Seamus about this, I put it in the same category that I put Grave of the Fireflies in, where it is this masterpiece of a story that takes a very difficult time in history, featuring a very difficult topic, and it plays 0 bullshit cards. It is just raw, to the point, this is how it was. It's not trying to sway you in one direction or another necessarily. You're just left reading what is basically a historical account with fiction thrown in, because obviously we didn't have 3-headed horseman monsters chasing us in World War I, or cannibalistic hunger beings that were blind but, you know, had really good sense of sight, or not sight, smell and hearing, or our latest one, the Mayhem, which is a amalgamation of prosthetics that's chasing us down. But it is very raw on these men were victims and traumatized to a war that tore nations apart. Like, it really did. And I appreciate stories like that do not pull punches. They do not romanticize. They're just like, wham bam, thank you ma'am, good luck. Or did we? Or did we, Seamus? Yeah. So, we're gonna get back into that. I'm gonna go over for the final time, because we are finishing this tonight. I think we're about 2 hours from the end, maybe less. I swear to God, if we finish this in an hour, I'm just gonna laugh hysterically, because we could have done that last night and I would have just gone even more sleep deprived to work. But one last time, I am going to read out the content warning. I am going to paste it to be pinned in the chat, because I feel that is important. The developers described the game and its content like this. This game contains violence, monsters, gore, and blood. It is a psychological horror game set in the context of the First World War, which addresses topics such as post-traumatic stress disorder and family dramas. Some creatures are naked, like Nyx with visible breasts and small creatures with visible buttocks. The 3-headed horseman in the Battle of Bellew Woods. I look forward to seeing that tattoo, Nikki. I look forward to seeing it. Let me just get this pinned for you guys, because I feel it is important. Just so it's there. Buttocks. They're not cute buttocks, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now, Nikki. They were creepy buttocks. They were very creepy butts. But I miss them. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the hunger would be the worst creatures I faced in this game. No, the mayhem is the worst creature because our flashlight is such ass. It's so bad. You always forget that you have Seamus on Snap. You're just gonna have to yell at him to send you cat pictures of the day too, so that he shows up in your favorites. That's the real solution. Tell him you need more of his pussies in your life. I said what I said. Without further ado, let me hit the play button on this. I am going to pause this music. We're going to come on over here. It's going to take a moment for the game to load. Dick pics now. Nobody wants that, Seamus. Nobody. Exactly. Exactly. This game, though, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. You collect a low, you sign up as tribute. Collect with, like, all of the dick pics is what she's trying to say. All right. Let's go face down the mayhem. I'm gonna need so much emotional support chocolate. Oh my god, here we go! Back into the trenches. Now, I wonder if it will be right where we saved last night or if we have to repeat some stuff. Because that was one thing I wasn't sure of. I think we pick up right where we left off. If not, we are not going to lose that much. I'm much more awake right now than I was last night. That also will help. Press any key to continue. You got it. Okay, we're not where we were originally standing last night, but we are in the bunker, which is nice. It's safe in here. I think that leads out to the bunks. Can I actually go in the bunks? I don't want to go in the bunks. Never mind. Scratch that plan. I hear the mayhem. I'm okay. I'm okay not going out there right now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we have to go back through this. Okay.
If only we had more like him. Absolutely.
Whew.
Yes.
I'll just, you know, casually open this emotional support chocolate while we wait.
Perfect fit for my flight squadron.
I don't want to be part of the flight squadron unless I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm just telling you. The whole bag of Reese's Bites.
I knew I could count on you. Even though you failed to stop that fiendish saboteur. But we don't need weapons to get the job done, do we?
I would like a weapon.
At ease, soldier. Your reliability and ambition are exemplary.
I would like a
I
weapon.
managed to get through to Supreme Army Command. However, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We are on our own out here. Deserters and traitors.
This was the guy last night who was picking glass out of his own eyes.
They want to force the Kaiser and the Supreme Army Command.
Yeah, very
to
special.
surrender.
Very special times.
Cowards. They have no idea what things are like out here on the front. We are being overrun. Perhaps they are even responsible for these freaks of nature that plague our trenches. They want to hold us back. This new enemy It even has aerial capability now, attacking from
I
the
don't
sky.
want the mayhem to have aerial
Hates
capability.
the light. I managed
I
to
really
blind it with
don't.
our searchlights. But then its scream short-circuited everything. The fuses, the wires, all burnt out.
Yep, so we should just shoot it and leave. Or leave, in general.
This enemy knows no mercy. It will not stop at our borders. If we lay down arms, it
Can I
will
have that?
ravage the whole
Can I have that?
The Weltenbrand will be upon us and the world will burn. Everything we fought for will be lost.
You did a good job of bandaging your eyeballs, by the way. But I would like that gun. Can I have that gun?
In my plane. Fuses among other things. Out there in no man's land. Soldier, attention! You will fight your way through to the crashed plane in the west. Secure the equipment. The fuse for the searchlight.
Can I have the gun?
Blind this monstrosity. I'll cover you from up there.
Oh,
I see
okay.
things so much clearer now. I'll keep an eye
I'm
on
sure you do.
and then we will be the cleansing fire.
How about I
We
cover
will wipe the enemy off the
you?
face of the earth and earn our way back home. No faltering, no hesitation. For freedom and the fatherland. Dismissed, soldier.
I would really like the firearm. No dice. I completely missed this last night. That's gonna be helpful. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Turn around. Go back through. Some of these controls are a little bit, like, too sensitive. Your table, your back. I don't want to be back. And this was the note about the confidential stuff. Because we read a lot of this. I don't think we can actually tune any of these things to hear better. Unlock that from this side. Is this the path of the hero? Oh, God. Well, there's no time like the present to go face a bullshit monster with my shitty flashlight. I'm also curious. Oh yeah, I missed a whole bunch of these. I'm okay with that. I was running for my life. Why do I feel like we're gonna have to face the hunger and the mayhem at the same time? Because usually those cans come near the hunger. Path of the hero. I don't want to be a hero. I want to go home. I want to go home. Yeah, this looks terrible. I hate everything about this. Anything nice back here? I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Oop. We've seen that postcard before. This is definitely a muddy path, that's for sure. It's almost worse right now because there is no enemy. I don't know if this is the way I want to go. I'm gonna go back the other way. Now I know I don't have to worry about... No. This way. Now that I know I don't have to worry about the mayhem on this path anyways, I will just walk normally. But we did enter onto the path of the hero, so... Oh! No, maybe I was going the right way, because that... Yeah, that's a dead end. Alright. Muddy path it is. Muddy path it is. I cannot imagine having fought in these. Just terrible, terrible conditions. So we do have to come up here. Now it's time to keep our head down. Until we need speed to get past the mayhem. But it seems too bright out here for the mayhem. Maybe. I don't know. I love that we're supposed to go into a hot, burning pile of metal, though. You're sure it's totally safe, Collect? Absolutely. I trust you. Nice big fuse. Oh my lord! I knew it. What the actual fuck is that thing, though? That is not what the mayhem looked like the last time. That is not what the mayhem looked like the last time. Excuse me, I do not want to be in the air. Where was my backup? Where was the officer to shoot that thing? I was supposed to have backup from the sky.
On your feet, soldier!
Where were you before it
Come
took
on,
off with
show
me?
me the fuse. Here!
He's terrible at... Finally!
After it! Get that hellish monstrosity! I'll repair the searchlights, then we can finish the job! Don't tell me you're getting tired now! Go, go, go!
Bruh, I just got dropped from the sky! He's terrible at backup. Thankfully, he gave us the firearm. Especially because while we're holding this, I can't use my flashlight. I don't like that that says 27. Is that the hunger? Did the hunger evolve? Maybe the hunger evolved. What's down here real fast? Anything worthwhile? No. Not a goddamn thing. At least now I can fight back. You know, that looks like a much nicer gun to fight back with. And that... I don't think I'm supposed to go down there. Call me crazy. I came from that direction, I think. That's a lot of shell casings. Maybe I am supposed to go down in that little area? So I'm not getting through there. I came from there. God, it's dark. All paths lead to this light. Do I shoot it now? Excuse me, game. What? Oh, this is a cutscene. I think that's supposed to represent our brother. Because we've had our mother, our father, and our grandfather represented. I think that's supposed to represent our brother. That was not the face I expected to greet me when I signed on to this today. Now where the fuck did my rifle go? This is rude as fuck. I don't want to find a way through the darkness. I kinda did. Oh, I'm aware of the enemy. I don't want to be a pilot. I don't want to be a hero. No, I'm here. Oh, fuck. I'm here because my father pulled fucking strings with the Supreme Army Command. Listen, I can't reach that phone anyways to talk to you. I bet I am capable of falling off of this. This is a terribly rickety setup, and I don't appreciate it. I do not appreciate it at all. Use my flashlight to scare them away? Okay, Pigeon, I gotta cut some wires, so you're gonna have to just hold your fucking horses. Not getting over there. Not getting over there. I can't believe we had the gun again and we were not allowed to use it. Like, that's twice now. We've had the firearm and it tells us how to aim and shoot and stuff, and there's no use for it.
I don't want him to go. I must. No. I want to. Don't you understand? For our freedom.
What freedom?
If only Paul were old enough, he'll make a real soldier.
The war began with the mobilization. They let Johannes sign up straight away to head to the Western Front and become a hero. But you had to stay at home.
Why didn't you go to war us.
Oh, we're tripping.
Why was it him?
We're tripping balls. It really is, Collect. It really is. What? What in the actual fuck? Do we... Oh, we can't climb that. Oh, goody! That looks safe. Let's get across before the pigeons get me. Up the ladder. They're waiting for me up there. Bye. Oh my god. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. But now what? You stay over there. Dear Jesus. I just pray I cannot fall off of this. Things you would never catch me doing in real life. Shit like that. Oh.
What did you expect?
You think rank is everything? They need to show you respect.
Finally, your chance to show everyone what you're made of. You're a lieutenant, commanding a company on the Western Front. We were not ready.
They laughed at you. Why was it him?
We were very jealous of our brother, weren't we? I'm getting some real jealousy vibes. A lot of jealousy vibes. Shoebird! The bird feathers kind of showing you the path is a really cool feature, though. I'm not gonna lie. But this... This is creepy as fuck.
That's not my son. Do you hear me? That's not him.
What's happening here?
Was Mother right? Did a cuckoo sneak into your home while you were away? Oh boy. I don't like how things are swinging down there to knock me off. Oh my god. Full speed and low! Jealousy, daddy issues, vibes with added forced hate. I think that sums it up kind of just a little bit. You know, they're trying to sweep me off my feet, Bubbly, but I avoided it. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. Stay away, birds. Stay away. That's an awfully steep downhill. Geronimo. Looks like if I die, this is where I'll wake up. I'm starting to recognize those little savey points. This one first.
You're not my son. I want my son.
This mother is so fucked. I can only imagine what Johannes went through.
No. No.
Oh my god, full speed. I had a friend, Girana. Sadly, I don't talk to him no mo. Whatever that creature in the attic is, it deserves to suffer. But what if? Jesus.
They don't think it's him. What about you? Are you that son?
This is some dark shit. This is some dark shit. You know, I like having walls. This is very OSHA compliant. I appreciate this. Gonna need this. Just what I want, to try and navigate this while I can barely fucking see. Fuck, dude. Bubbly, you're streaking! Nothing there is OSHA compliant. The walls were a little more OSHA compliant. Just a little. Get out of here, bird. Still one's first. Nothing OSHA compliant about these nuts. Got him. Oh, God. Is it this way? Ah. Got it. I am proud of myself for getting that timing right on the first go. Is this? Kindly don't move, okay?
What have they done to you?
I can only imagine.
My God.
No, It can't be him. You left him behind.
That can't be. What if it is him?
All right. It is time for a commercial break. We're going to take 3 minutes of ads. Get up, stretch your legs, refill your water, join me with some emotional support chocolate, and I'll meet you guys back here in just a few minutes. Nobody misses anything.
You guys, this stuff is so good. I just want you to know that, okay? That was worth every lick I gave it.
He's undetectable right now, but, you know, head on a swivel.
Head on a fucking swivel. Well, I'm in a fucking corner.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh my
No
goodness.
shot.
Coffee? You better not ask for milk or anything. What did I just say? Hide and seek. That bitch evented. Right as I started hide and seek. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell? That's fruit as fuck. Move backwards. Oh my god, Seamus. No wonder why I was struggling to go forward.
I'm offended.
You're offended, Seamus?
You never tell me my balls are beautiful.
Seamus, your balls are beautiful.
At least somebody told him. You want tea, motherfucker? You're lucky I'm feeling in a giving mood today. Because you're giving migraine. Mm-hmm. Meow! The fuck is that noise?
What the fuck was that shit? Why is there laughter?
I'm launching us. I think Brandy used the mask. No! It's gotta be random. The tower. Damn you! How dare you spawn into my asshole? I needed the photo, bitch. You coming, Brandy? Maybe. It's blind. That was fucking wild. I was like, oh no, he saw me, but no, he did not. Yeah, you get that raccoon, bimbo. Killed it, and then ate some of it, and then brought it in for us. Welcome back from the ads, friends. Thank you for your patience. Well, let's continue this lovely evening walk that we found ourselves on, shall we? Has everybody got their emotional support chocolate? Did we climb down or did we jump down? We jumped down from there. Okay. Well, if that's the case, what's up? There's the thing our mother's trying to turn into our brother. With weird Catholic satanic rituals.
He's dead.
You have your emotional support ice cream ready? Hell yes. What flavor of emotional support ice cream? It's a very important question.
Why didn't you listen to him?
Is our father going to be the voice of fucking reason at this moment? He was as good as dead. You took one look at him among all that wire and ran. He can't have come back. Can he?
He fell. Never hit the ground. Did he see you?
Oh boy. Up the stairs we go. Can push you over the edge. Maybe you can find something to interrupt their flight path. Like a lever? Well, that's kind of terrible. It's definitely not the way. I'm sorry, friends. Although you're really not my friends. Let's get away from the bird splatter, shall we? Definitely don't want to go down there. I feel like that's certain death. This way, please.
Underneath all the pain, we're comrades, brothers, always brothers.
If it is him, finish it.
My sons.
Forgiveness will be yours if you grant him his freedom.
Do we have to jump down the hole? I think we have to jump down the hole. I don't want to jump down the hole. Jumping down the hole seems like a really bad idea. We jumped down the hole. I got too close to the edge and we just, you know, YOLO. We YOLO'd that shit. There's a door.
Pain, born of darkness and night, made flesh, desecrated, defeated, undying, we live on in eternal plight.
I'll take that. Got more birds to deal with. I can actually go through there. But what's... Okay, I have to stand up to get to these. Alright, Bird Shredder 9000, go! Or something like that. With those, I figure you just gotta go fast. Ringing phone.
You're almost there. I know you can do it.
Can I?
Grab the abomination and wring its neck. There's not a moment to lose.
I feel like this abomination is my brother, and I don't know if I want to hurt him more than I already have. Thank you. Johannes says cages are bad. Birds love to be free. Okay, so that's our way up. But what's back here? A dead end. Let's not do that. Up we go. Am I on the wrong side? Like, hello, game? There we go. Sometimes lining it up ain't so easy. I hate everything about this. I hate everything about this right now. Heights are scurry, you guys. Oh no. In this area, our actions will have consequences. Can I cut any of these wires? Those are all moving. I don't think I can just yet. Yeah, they're all moving, so the only thing I can do is pull on this. You need some of that? We did buy mint chip ice cream, Seamus. And you did wash the spoons. What in the name of all that's good and right in nature is that? I failed to hit spacebar. I may have fucked myself. Because I was in surprise. Yep, I forgot to hit spacebar. We have to try that again. Because we definitely want that thing in our face again. Bluebell Groom's Cake. I've never heard of that collect. Never heard of that. Is it like ice cream with cake chunks in it? Because that sounds delicious. But what if I don't want to trap it in the cages? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. Ah. That's moving. Oh, a green light! I want green lights. Okay. No, 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 no. You go somewhere else, sir. many are there? Did I get them all? What am I supposed to do here? What just happened and why can I not move? It knocked the pole over. I feel like that's a good thing. Okay, okay. Grant healing to pain? We did something! It's milk chocolate ice cream combined with chocolate cake pieces. Ooh! Oh, that sounds really good, collect. We did something. I don't know what we did, but we did something. Don't look at his cloaca. Too late. Too late, I looked. For a second, you thought you could see yourself in the sparkling glass. We're about to wake up. Again. Chapter 4, Awake. Are we actually awake this time? Like, are we done with the crazy monsters? Because we've met our mother first. She was the saggy tit woman. And then I don't think the hunger necessarily represented anybody. Maybe the fallen comrades that we were not protecting. Then we met our grandfather in the three-headed flaming horseman thing. Our father was clearly the mayhem, the mechanical abomination. And now we had whatever the fuck that thing was representing our brother. I'm pretty sure. We fully assembled the mirror and we looked at the reflections is what we got. Objective. Look the truth in the face. Oh boy. That is a very bright light. What if I don't want to look the truth in the face? Oh, it's locked. I bet it's just still the same toy gun in there. Oh, is it gone? It's gone. The dagger's gone. We stepped into a mirror. Why do I have 3 doors? Do I get to see a couple of things?
the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. My dear Paul, I wanted to die for what I did to your brother. The Holy Virgin Mary has returned you to us too. I want to live now, for the two of you.
I would hope so. I'm gonna guess this is kind of a choose your ending sort of story where you can absolutely get shitty endings. But since I cannot pick a save point to go back to, I am not gonna go explore how to get those endings. I will look them up at another time.
To die for the fatherland is your duty? How could I be so blind? So cowardly? Paul, you are alive.
We're having a redemption arc for Daddy Dearest.
Forgive me, please. I haven't been a good father to you, nor a good husband to Madeleine. How can we go on from here, my son?
That's a good goddamn question. Is this the ending you ended up with, Collect?
It's not your fault.
You remember. Almost no words were needed. You were brothers again.
Lieutenant von Schmidt, it's time to honor your name. The Kaiser and the Supreme Army Command.
Do we get to make a change in the past?
Operation Ockenkrauen. Pass it on to the front. You know what you need to do. Do it. Give the command to go over the top.
You got the good ending? I feel like this is as good as it gets. Why the fuck am I back here? It will not let me go through there, so we have to go this way.
I don't care, Paul. Shoot yourself in the foot. Just do something. If you don't, I will. We'll be slaughtered out there. Listen to me. You've got to get out of here.
You think I prevailed?
No, that's nothing to do with it. I don't blame you for ratting me out. You didn't know any better.
Johannes is one upstanding guy, let me just say. Okay, yeah, we cannot go that way.
Listen, even Papa wanted me to come and get you. Papa spoke to me. Do you understand what that means? He must have heard it from the very top.
Into no man's land.
Your damn uniform is meaningless. Your name is meaningless. And your death will be meaningless too. You really think you're better than me now? Just because they put those pips on your shoulder. They're running out of officers. And now they want to send us out to slaughter too.
I don't think I have to worry about any enemies out here. This is just story, I believe. Poor horse.
I'm the traitor. We've all been betrayed. By supreme command. This isn't about me or you. The lives of this whole company rest on your shoulders, Paul. And yours alone. Do you know what that means? Do you really understand?
Whew, those are some hard words. True, but hard. I'm waiting for us to, like, find our brother.
Think about what I said. Make your own decision, for once in your life. Please.
What is this? Oh, our journal. I don't know what that says. Oh shit, it's Mr. Blindfuck. Yeah, he got real fucked up.
You still don't understand, do you? There's no such thing as half a victory! Not for us. A lunatic, the ancient enemy, hysterical and spineless. A cowardly old cripple who sends his children to fight in his stead. A pervert who couldn't fight, for whom a merciful death was almost too good.
This guy is such a fucker.
Their pain, that's what's in your blood. But you're even worse than them. The Great Lieutenant, your entire company. Why couldn't you at least have had the decency to die with the rest of them?
Oh, that's our PTSD demon right there. Can I punch him in the face? Okay, we can give him a hug too. That's fine. Sure. I'd rather punch him in the face. Yeah.
Why couldn't you at least have had the decency to die?
Not at all. Not at all. I really expected him to just, like, sucker punch him.
There aren't any survivors here.
I'm sure I heard something.
We hereby
There's
document
no one here.
the discharge of German prisoner of war Lieutenant Paul von Schmidt,
Over
aged
here.
19.
This one here. Heads up.
From the Levertnet
What a
internment
rat.
camp, France.
Throw him back in the mud. Maybe he'll grow a little. He probably doesn't speak a word of French anyway.
Shut up! And you! Hands up, I said!
Brother's diary. Your brother Johannes's field diary. You read it cover to cover while you were a prisoner of war. The last entry reads, I spoke to him, but I don't know if he understood what I was saying. You and Johannes. We can see their faces now. My company. For the elections to the Constituent German National Assembly on January 19, 1919, from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the votes listed below, Herr Karl von Schmidt, Frau Madeline von Schmidt, Herr Johannes von Schmidt, persons belonging to your household who have not yet reached 20 years of age and are thus not eligible to vote, Paul von Schmidt. Proof of eligibility can be provided in the form of this card, tax returns, military papers, etc. So I was old enough to command an entire company of soldiers, but I am not old enough to fucking vote. Bullshit. Bullshit, motherfuckers. Bullshit. Oh my god. Oh, the light is blinding. My retinas. I got the best ending. Oh my god, thank goodness. If this is the best ending, I don't want to know what the bad endings are. Peace. Reunite with your family. Human dignity is inviolable. 20 million people lost their lives during the First World War. We're gonna get sobering facts now. The never-ending suffering traumatized entire nations, destroyed families, and left people with physical and psychological scars they carried for the rest of their lives. Based on a story. Oh, interesting. Interesting that this was a story. And see, this is why this is a much better game than a lot of horror games out there. Look at all of the people involved in it. Erebus must have been the last one. Carrie, hello! Thank you for the free subscription! How are you? Welcome in. We've just gotten to the end. To roll credits. Just in time for the credits. I like that I can control how fast things go. I also really appreciate that everybody had... Oh, Paul had 2 voice actors. That they had various people playing folks so that you could actually hear the difference in the voice, which I thought was happening, but I wasn't sure. And I really have to say, I appreciate the fact that there was like a little bit of a redemption arc in the best ending. I really do appreciate that. This is a lot of people to be involved in this. Something to look forward to. Oh, Carrie, bring your emotional support food with you. I also like the option that I have the ability to like speed up through the credits or completely skip them. And I'm very curious as to how much went into this. Look at all of these localizations. Oh my goodness. Can get a support dino plush. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Crunching koalas. gotta be a developer's name. The whole Hecate team for their awesome hard work, for enabling us, everybody, granting the creative freedom, but also guiding where necessary. Talent, student project. Student project! Damn. Damn. We did it. We did it. Wow. That was really good. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked that game. I really liked that game. We managed to get 19 out of 29 of the achievements, which I'll consider that a good enough. I don't want to go back through it and try to like find all the dog tags or get the different endings and stuff. So I know we had, I have to think about this for a minute. 3 areas where we had to make decisions. Because we had the phonographs, we had the gas direction, and then we had the bird cages. We had to make those decisions. So I'm gonna guess there's probably 6 more achievements. Well, no. 3 more achievements with them for doing the opposite. And then probably at least 2 more endings. So that's 5 of the 10 that we missed. So half of them. And we didn't get all the dog tags, and we didn't get all the French name tags. So there's 7. So there's just 3 other things that I didn't manage to do. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Like, for the most part, everything was easily guided. The puzzles, there was only the one that I had to Google, and that was how to open the safe. It was a little obtuse, and I think I would have eventually figured it out. But I didn't want to sit on stream being frustrated for 20 plus minutes to figure it out. So we just Googled it, and that is fine. I am a big supporter of less frustration, more Googling. If you do everything else yourself, why not? I really appreciate this story. I appreciate that it was gritty and just did not gloss over the harshness of war and the absolute atrocities that these young men and women faced going to the front. Too many times you get stories like this, and it's either such a work of fiction that it loses the immersion, or it romanticizes it to the point that you're like, that's cute. We did win bubbly. I think, Collect, it had been on my wish list. And the reason why I got it, because I actually only got it recently, was it went on sale. And I can even, look at my account and tell you how much it was on sale for. Purchase history, because I just got it recently. Yeah, it was on sale April 28th of this year for $7.48. This game retails. It was on an 80% sale. It retails, go back to my library, please, for $35. I don't know if I would pay... Well, it does have replayability. I'm going to give it that. It does have replayability because there are probably at least 2 more endings, because I'm guessing you could turn things all red and then you could have a mix somewhere of like a green and a red. So I'm going to guess there's at least 2 more endings. So that means you can play through it at least 3 times. $35 isn't that bad, considering that would put you at, let's see, the first playthrough took me just under 12 hours. We're at 11.3. So you'd be at about 33 hours. That's about $1 an hour. That's actually a pretty fair price, I'm not gonna lie. $35 isn't bad. I agree, Collect. I think it is an overlooked title. It has mixed reviews recently. In the last 30 days, they're mixed. But overall, they're mostly positive. This game came out in 2023. I am super impressed with it. I appreciate a nitty, gritty, grimy story. The 2 anime I would put this in the category with for me, the first one is, of course, Grave of the Fireflies. They're both stories that look at war, and they just give you, like, they take away the rose-colored glasses, and they are just like, here you go. This is something that somebody who lived through that era might have experienced. Grave of the Fireflies is a very poignant tale about a brother and a sister who survive the Kyoto fire bombings, only to be tossed into the turmoil that is trying to survive in a famine-ravaged Japan. And what ultimately happens to them. Spoiler alert, it's right in the beginning. Nobody lives. Grave of the Fireflies is such a poignant tale. I've only watched it once. I cried all over my keyboard. I watched it alone in my bedroom in the dark. I followed it up with My Neighbor Totoro, and I was so traumatized from Grave of the Fireflies that I thought people were gonna die in My Neighbor Totoro. Spoiler alert, nobody dies in My Neighbor Totoro. And I guess it's actually a thing that you watch Grave of the Fireflies and follow it up with My Neighbor Totoro, so you can have polar opposites of unbelievably sad with this is a feel-good tale. Grave of the Fireflies is massively emotional damage, but it's so good. It is a masterpiece. It is absolutely a masterpiece. I cannot recommend it enough to watch at least once, but have a box of tissues and just be prepared. It is a very heavy tale, so I really feel that Ad Infinitum captured that heaviness, that grittiness, right? And that unbiased perspective, because we were left to form our own opinions. Ultimately, the father realized his mistake. The mother came back to her senses. The grandfather's death grip on the family, quite literally, was broken. And I think that that is kind of a phenomenal thing, that it shows people can change. We can still hold our own opinions about the fact that the family really kind of sucked, but when you think about wartime and whatnot, it makes sense. The other anime I would relate this to is 91 Days. And this is not a movie, this is actually a season. And it follows the story of a boy who, during Prohibition era, like, everything he loves, everything he cared about gets completely fucked over by the mob. And so he decides he is going to screw the mob over in return, and he just burns every bridge, all friendships, all relationships, to be on a one-man, like, mindless suicide run to murder the head of the family that basically took away everything he cared about. And it is again, it is unapologetic, it is gritty, it does not try to romanticize the situation. There is no hero's redemption arc in this anime. It is just a fool and the choices that he makes in a shitty situation. So Ad Infinitum, I think, is somewhere between those two stories, and I really appreciate it. I also really love horror games that it's not jump scares. There really were not jump scares in this game, right? There was a creepy atmosphere, some moments of high tension because you had monsters and stuff that you had to figure out how to deal with. That was part of the puzzle. You could die, so it wasn't like, tee-hee, it scared you and now it's over and you can just move forward. Like, you could die, and the story was cohesive. Like, those kinds of horror games are just mwah. I love those kinds of horror games. I love those kinds of games in general, but I really love them as horror games. So this is definitely going on the shelf next to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It is going to live in my brain rent-free for the rest of my life. Anybody who has played this and liked this and hasn't played Amnesia: The Dark Descent, highly recommend. Just understand, Dark Descent at this point is... Hold, please. 15 years old. So Dark Descent is going to have some of those, like, older game hiccups. But it's really good. Amnesia: Dark Descent retails for $20. That game took me about the same amount of time. It took me 11.2 hours to complete. We did do all 3 endings in that game because you could easily do that. I highly recommend Dark Descent if you've played Ad Infinitum and you liked it and you haven't played Dark Descent, and vice versa. If you've played Dark Descent and you haven't played Ad Infinitum, you will probably like Ad Infinitum. So I cannot recommend this enough. I really hope more of my friends play it because I think it's a good one, and I really appreciate that it was a multi-stream game, but How Long to Beat lied to us because it clearly said, I swear that it said like 8 hours. How Long to Beat. Ad Infinitum. Yeah, main story, 7 hours. Main story plus extra, 8 hours. Completionist, which I assume is get all the endings and all the achievements, 11.5 hours. Motherfuckers, it took us 11.5 hours to beat the goddamn game. So, How Long to Beat is a lie. They lied to us. How rude. But it was a fantastic game. I absolutely recommend it. Definitely if you are a horror games person and you haven't played it, play it. Definitely play it. That being said, I am going to end it here. I know it's only been 2 hours, but this was a pop-up stream. I don't want to run another ad break and have us go into overtime and pick another game. I really just wanted to finish that up. Seamus and I haven't done a lot of, like, hanging out with each other. I think my brother will probably be messaging me soon going, Factorio? Or Barony, or whatever the fuck else he wants to play. And Saturdays really aren't my normal day, but this is great because I will not be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Father's Day. We are going to be spending at least part of the afternoon with my dad. We are taking him to see an old World War II, I think it was a destroyer class ship? Aircraft carrier? I don't know. It's an old battleship that they have docked nearby us, and like, you get historical tours, and dads get in for free on Father's Day, so why not? We're going to be doing that tomorrow afternoon. If you have a father figure in your life that you want to spend time with, I encourage it. If you do not, take care of yourself. Definitely take care of yourself. So we are going to raid on out. Tomorrow's weather is supposed to be fantastic, Carrie. Thank you. If you're not already, get your booty in the Discord. I announced in the Discord, I did also put it on, you know, the socials, but I announced especially in the Discord both last night and today that today was happening. So get your booty in the Discord. That is important. We are gonna go see... I have options. No, I think I'm going to just stick with my first choice. We're going to go see Allie. Allie is doing a DBD charity stream for the Trevor Project. It is Pride Month, so this feels very appropriate. And after the heaviness that was at Infinitum, I think we all could use a little break listening to Allie shit all over killers or get shit on by donations to the charity that will force her to have to do dumb shit in game. So, if you are not already following Allie, definitely give her a follow when you get there. She is super good people. The blindfolded game was awesome. I missed it. Maybe she'll have to do it again. If you're subscribed, you can use this first raid message with the mandalas. If you're not subscribed, you can use the second one with the hearts. Again, I really appreciate you guys being here, for lurking, resubscribing, chatting, following me through the story. If you've been here the whole game, the last 3 streams, like extra big hearts for you. You guys are amazing. I couldn't do this without you. I cannot sincerely express my gratitude enough, but like seriously, thank you for everything that you do. You guys are amazing. Let's go say hello to Allie. I will be back Wednesday. I believe we're doing Mist because the Age of Rhyme is out. So look forward to that. We haven't visited Mist in a while. It's far cozier than this. far cozier than this, but still great fun. You guys, have a great evening. Enjoy tomorrow, whether you're celebrating it with your dad or just chilling and getting some self-care in. But make sure you do practice that self-care. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you love you because you matter, friends. Have a great one. Good night. Bye.